This video is brought to you by the Research School of Chemistry at the Australian National University. In this part of the experiment, we're going to saponify our trimyristin from part 1 and then crystallize out the product myristic acid. First, we're going to use a strong base to hydrolyze our trimyristin. Use a weighing paper to collect 0.3 grams of your trimyristin product from part 1 and record the exact mass. Sit your 100 ml round bottom flask in a cork ring and transfer in the solid. Add a few boiling chips and then pump in 10 ml of ethanol. Add in a glass funnel and pump in 10 ml of 6 molar sodium hydroxide. This is to make sure that the solution doesn't get into the neck of the flask, since this can make it difficult to remove the condenser later. Now we're going to reflux the solution. This just means that we will heat the solution for an extended period of time, and any solvent that gets evaporated will condense onto the sides of the cool condenser and fall back into the flask. This lets us heat the reaction to a high temperature without worrying about solvent loss or fumes. Let's set up our reflux. First, place the heating mantle on top of your retort stand and put the round bottom flask into its nest. Adjust the clamp so that it's secure around the neck of the flask and then insert the reflux condenser. There are 2 tubes sticking out of the condenser. Connect the bottom one to the green tap on your bench labelled water out and the top tube to the thing labelled water in. Make sure that both tubes are secure. Turn on the tap. The water will flow through the tubes from the bottom to the top, filling the neck of the condenser with cold water. This will condense any solvent that evaporates. Now you're ready to start the reflux. Turn on the heating mantle and wait for the solution to start boiling. Your solution is refluxing when it starts dripping back down into the flask. Set a timer for 30 minutes. Instead of waiting around for the reaction to finish, maximize concurrent activity by cleaning up your bench or working on your lab report. When the time is up, turn off the heating mantle and pull the clamp up. Let it cool for a bit and then remove the condenser. Now we need to drain the condenser. First, turn off the tap, then place an empty water bath underneath the tubes. Unplug the top tube and direct the water into the water bath, then do the same for the bottom. Hold up the condenser to drain out all the water. Now we need to acidify our solution. Take your flask to the fume hood and pump in 10 ml of ethanol. Add 50 ml of water to a 250 ml conical flask and then add in your mixture. You might need a spatula if the jelly side product has already formed. Carefully add in 10 ml of concentrated hydrochloric acid and swirl. Now we have a cloudy solution containing our myristic acid product. Let the solution stand for 5 minutes and then collect the crystallized product via vacuum filtration as usual. Filter the solution in small batches. You can yell at your product to make it dry faster.
What are you?
An idiot sandwich!
Collect your myristic acid crystals in a vial as usual and then calculate the mass and yield of your product.